All right, well, Todd wants to play with his toys, so why don't you tell us about your musical
Oh, yeah,
toothbrush?
because we're going to have some time for questions, hopefully, and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
we'll,
Yeah, why don't you get that
we
one
still
sec?
have about 10
There are a couple
minutes.
areas. I said, Jeff and I go through all this stuff in our book, which we got copies out there, but I'll give you a couple things that people don't think about. One is if you ever look at, here's a lyric reprint license, and this is for clothes. And it's interesting only because where you license a particular song to be put on, these were high-end jeans and stuff. There's a Territories of the World that licenses for 3 years, quick example. The royalty was interesting only because they had 3 separate royalties for these high-end jeans, and they were based on the department store. Mervyn's is out of this one, if you read the paper today. But, 10% of the wholesale selling price per composition for a high-end specialty retailer, i.e., in this case, Barney's, interesting, 9% for department stores, and 8% for mass market stores, i.e., Target. So I throw that as an example when you're negotiating these things. This is just like lyrics on a particular T-shirt or on jeans or any piece of clothing. You can't have multiple types of royalties coming into you based on the store that's selling the particular product. So it's just something to keep in mind. Also, I mean, there are certain items that fortunately can't be downloaded yet. Maybe someday in virtual reality. But one of my favorites, and these type of products do make a lot of money for songwriters and music publishers, and if the master recording is used, by the recording artist and record company. But this is one little. Some people say one of the worst songs ever written, but not really. So that's the only problem with this doll is you can't turn it off. But these type of dolls, normally there's a penny rate. You never go with the statutory mechanical rate. There's a merchandising aspect to all these dolls. I mean, the title of the songs on the packaging, etc. And so we're not just looking at a simple mechanical rate. They range anywhere from 15 cents to over 50 cents, depending on your bargaining power. There are some deals where there's a percentage of wholesale, but a lot of them are just penny rates. And I guarantee you, these things can sell easily from 50,000 to 2 million units easily. Look at the singing fish. I mean, absolutely outrageous. So you get in the right toy and in the right stores.
And Elmo, that's huge.
Elmo's outrageously huge. But it's a great product, and we're just trying to show you the various ways that songs earn money, and toys are substantial. You may not think so, but they sell in the millions if you're in the right piece of product. Yeah. One last thing, you've seen the Tooth Tunes things. This one's where a kid. It's Shake a Tail Feather, Cheetah Girls and stuff like that. And it's sound vibrations stream from the bristles through your teeth, so you hear the music in your head. I mean, this sounds very dangerous, but
I actually have one with the Black Eyed Peas.
Here. No, but these things are great. I mean, how do they license these things anyway?
It's Hasbro, right?
Yeah.
It's a Hasbro?
Yeah, it's normally, this is usually on a penny rate as well. Once again, stay away from a mechanical statutory rate. You've got the song right on the product, packaging, go anywhere from, low end is 12 cents, but, can go 15, 20, 25 cents in this area. But, these things sell an awful lot. And once again, here's a product that no one thinks of. When you first write a song or you're representing a songwriter, once thing you get things like this. Yeah, and it's great because I pick up at the airport. There's this Toy Wishes, got Hannah Montana on the front, and I mean they look a little strange at me when I picked it up, but there are so many musical toys in here. So the opportunities out there for lawyers and everybody else to negotiate these deals, it's great. But you got to know what these things are, and it's amazing stuff. So.
Well, another new area that's sort of surprisingly successful are greeting cards. Tell us about greeting cards.
Well, greeting cards, I mean, for representing the creator, the biggest issue we have is whether we can approve the card, and you usually can't. So you get this offer, I don't know how Hallmark does it, but American Greetings, they give you an offer and they'll say, we're going to pay this for the song and this for the master. These are the ones that you open up and they sing. A lot of my clients want to see how the song is being used so it's not cheesy. And up until now, I mean, I don't know if you guys have any other experience with that, but they won't let us approve the card. So, do you know?
Yeah, we got some writers, yeah. If you're a music publisher and you're in our business representing writers,
like all of us do on occasion. But you always ask to see the card. You've got to see the card. Also, some of these cards use lyrics from the song also, so you want to see how the lyric is used and what the image on the inside of the card is, what the image on the outside of the card is. Most of the songwriters that we control are pretty happy with the cards because most of the cards are nothing really obnoxious.
Yeah,
about
American
most of the
Greetings
stuff.
say that they can't make the card to show us the card until we approve the song, so then they can make the card and show, like,
Yeah, well, we've actually gotten a feel for what type of card it's going to be. So, but yeah, no, we have run into that problem, and you deal with it.
Hey, here's a quick example. I picked this up in London because the laws are very different over there than they are here. This is it's Happy Birthday. It's got Marilyn Monroe in the front. Okay.
Happy birthday, happy birthday.
Now, I don't know if anybody's old enough, she sang this to JFK at the inauguration, as I believe, but that's another story. But this card is interesting because, Happy Birthday is a copyrighted song, and it's under copyright, which a lot of people don't know. But this one is, the Chatterbox product is unofficial, does not carry the approval and endorsement of the personality pictured, and the voices are by professional mimics. Where songs are performed, they are cover versions. So, as I said, the laws are different over there, but it's an interesting example where in a lot of states I don't think you would get away with this based on the right of publicity, based on the conversations yesterday. But again, it's a good example. The song's under copyright.
well, maybe
and
for
can do very
Maryland,
well.
yes, because that was a bad.
Yeah. But I'll give you another example. Here's a picture of Commander Kirk, from the old Star Trek series. Who's now on Boston Legal. He's amazing. The card says, "When I'm on the bridge, all eyes are set on stunned," and then it opens it up and Star Trek theme. Now the card says, "Your birthday, your fantasy." Okay, so I get it. There's a kind of a fit here. It actually stops. Cool. But so you never know what type of song is going to be used in a card. And how it's going to be used. But here's a whole other source of income, and you have the Happy Birthday, a fortune that they've made from greeting cards.
Let me ask you, what are they paying for the greeting cards? Like for the song?
There are a couple formulas. One's based on a wholesale price,
Right.
could be about 9% of the wholesale price with a floor, or a lot of the companies just go for a straight penny rate. 15 cents, 17 cents, 20 cents, in that area. Obviously, once again, if you have the right song, a lot of rules can be bent in any area, especially in this area. But if you have a song that you would just want out there, you'll agree to it. But that's the kind of the range.
Yeah, and it's good, but you have always try to have two things. I've got one here, it's 9% of the net sales, but not less than 15% per unit. So always have the minimum in there in a lot of these things, a lot of these deals.